Alright, so this might be a semi-big boy type article here. It does say 7-minute read, so that sounds a little involved. But anyways, I'm about to go over it, because what this is, it's Era of Andor, which basically means it's the next wave, it's the next era that'll be coming soon, because the era we're currently in is, basically over. We have all the Marquees unlocked, last one being Vader Duel's End, and yeah. So they're going to be releasing the next wave pretty soon, and I guess this is just like an update as to everything that's going to be different in this wave of eras versus the last wave, since the last wave was introductory and almost like experimental. So anyways, it says, "Hey Holotable Heroes, as we prepare to enter the era of Andor, we've spent a lot of time analyzing the feedback from our 10th anniversary launch. While we are taking a conservative approach to changes for this era," that's surprising, they're kind of lib there with how, Tuscan meathead, dickhead is always doing his they-them nonsense. But anyways, we are implementing several key quality-of-life adjustments to reduce friction, protect players from overspending too early, and provide a clearer roadmap for progression. 1. Reducing early era pressure. One of the loudest pieces of feedback from the Crystal Crunch at the start, was the Crystal Crunch at the start of an era. To address this, we're making the following changes. 1. We lowered the requirements. For the first 3 Marquees of the Andor era, the EL requirement for the final tier has been reduced from EL 70 to EL 55. What does EL mean? Error level? Requirements for the final 3 Marquees will remain at EL 70, as players will have had more time to naturally accumulate materials by that stage. Smart store management. We are temporarily removing Tier 8 era material bundles, EL 80 to 95, from the store until they are actually applicable. We want to ensure players don't accidentally overspend on materials they are currently gated from using due to Xeric ability module constraints. What the F is a Xeric? 2. Coliseum and strategic variety. We want the Coliseum to feel like a place where your roster growth is always a benefit. Yeah, I don't know. They're going to have to do a lot of work to make Coliseum feel worth it, because Coliseum is pointless for now. And it seems like Coliseum will be pointless forever if it's always just a place where the new Marquees are used. Like, that's a pretty dumb game mode. But anyhow, let's see what they think they're going to do. First off, it says power scaling. Summoned units will now scale based on your highest level era unit, rather than the lowest. This ensures that when you unlock a new Marquee at a low EL, your overall Coliseum power doesn't dip. Yes, I have noticed that you, when you had the summons, like they said, it was always, they all followed the weakest. And that was kind of weird, because, like, you do terrible in Coliseum, and then you'd beef up your weakest character, and that means the summons are all stronger as well, and then you're dominating in Coliseum, and it's like, this is kind of weird and lame. So at least this will make a little more sense, that they are all on the same level as their strongest one, because, why not? Anyways, leader-based summons. To add a layer of strategy, the units you summon will now change based on your leader. A rebel leader will bring different reinforcements than an ISB, Imperial Security Bureau leader, allowing for more tailored theory crafting. So does it mean that the summons are actually going to have synergy? Or is it still going to be something kind of random, just different per whatever leader you're using? Because then it's almost like you want to experiment with all the leader options just to see what they have out there for summons. Hey, what can I get this time? Ooh, I got that. Hey, what if I put this guy in lead? Ooh. Also, does this only work with characters that have a leader ability? Like, for example, this Vader, Duel's End, he doesn't have a leader ability. But let's say I put him in the leader slot. Am I going to get a custom summon from that? Or does the character need to have a leader ability to get the custom summon? I don't know. I mean, I guess you'd get a custom summon still, because I don't think nothing is gonna summon, you know what I mean? Anyway, summoned Unit adjustments. Summoned units will be available on later tiers than we had on the 10th anniversary. The changes for Coliseum. If the leader is Rebel Fighter, summon the following units in the associated Coliseum tiers. POW all, Sogrer all, Cinta 1 and 2, Val 1. Those must be new characters, so I don't know them yet, but I guess we will relatively soon. If the leader is ISB, summon the following units in the associated Coliseum tiers. Imperial Probe Droid all, Krennic all, KX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Partagas 1, 2, 3, 4. Summoned units will be at the player's highest era level brought into battle rather than the lowest. Oh, wait. Rather than the lowest. Tiers 5 through 8 will now summon units. Previously, only tiers 1 through 4 did. 5 through... I was thinking, what the heck are they talking about tiers? Oh, they're talking about the level that you're at. So, like, currently, I'm at level 6. So, I guess that means I'm at tier 6. So 8, it only goes up to 8. I was wondering how high it went. Anyhow, hero abilities. These are currently being targeted for release during the middle of the era. More information to come as details are finalized. Oh, great, here we go. Something stupid that's going to come out and everyone's going to hate it because it's going to be some dumb, worthless nonsense. Ugh. Anyways, 3. Era challenges. More ways to play will be introduced during the second era challenge. What's an era challenge? Is this like the... No, it's not the Marquees challenge. Is this some kind of like fake galactic challenge or something? Yeah, maybe, because it says we will be introducing a new 4 feet system for era challenges. Yeah, it's like a fake galactic challenge. Each challenge tier will now feature 4 distinct feats with escalating EL requirements. Clea's era challenge will have only 1 feat per tier, but the other 5 will have 4 feats. Why does this Clea character only have 1 feat? That's weird. The goal. This provides a reason to revisit challenges as your squad grows, giving everyone, especially free-to-play players, more opportunities to earn rewards and engage with the new units throughout the era. Yeah, you know how the best way to engage with these new units is how things were. How they were released and then they were in the game and you could do whatever you wanted with them. Put them into certain teams, theory craft synergies, you know, test them out in squad arena, conquest if it was active, territory battles if it's active, or just the lame crap I did, test them out in galactic war. Like what you guys have going on now, nobody can test anything. So engage with the new units throughout the era, yet barely engage with them. Let's be real. Anyhow, 4. A clear roadmap for Cassian Andor. Are we getting another Cassian, or... Because we already have one, so what does this mean? Anyways, to eliminate the moving goalpost feeling, we want to be upfront about the journey guide requirements from day 1. Requirements. The requirements for Cassian Andor Undercover will be similar to the Maul event. Okay, so he's like a legendary character. So we are getting another Cassian. Andor era Marquees in order. Clea Marquee, Vel Sartha, Sintakaz, Dedra Miro, Major Partagas, and KX Security Droid, which is funny because I think KX Security Droid is a K2SO who's just still an Empire character. Hasn't been repurposed like K2SO. Anyways, Andor event. Tier 1 requires Marquees 1 through 5 at 4 stars. Clea at era level 45. Unlocks Cassian at 4 stars. Tier 2 requires Marquees 1 through 5 at 5 stars. Cinta and Vela era level 55. Upgrade Cassian to 5 stars. Tier 3 requires Marquees 1 through 6 at 6 stars. KX at era level 70. And then you can upgrade Cassian to 6 stars. And Tier 4 requires Marquees 1 through 6 at 7 stars and era level 85, which will give you the upgrades for Cassian to go to 7 stars. Scaling rewards. Remember that era materials scale exponentially toward the end of the 12-week cycle. The free track of the 3rd episode pass will contain significantly more EL currency to help bridge the gap to those final levels. Era Battle. The squads you recruit during the Era of Andor are your ticket to the exclusive Era Battle launching in the next cycle. Strengthening your team now ensures you're ready to secure high-value resources when the battle begins. It says strengthening your team now, so what is this? Is this something that's open to my whole roster, or is this something tied to the Marquees? I mean, if it's tied to the Marquees, I can't really strengthen my team, obviously. So, what? I don't know. Anyhow, it says, our goal is to have 12 era battle events run per era, alternating between on and off weeks throughout the cycle. There will be 2 different era battles, each with different requirements. Oh, that was it. I read that as if there's going to be more. I thought this was like a page transition. My bad. Transitions, 5. Transitions and Legacy. Unit availability. Following the 10th anniversary pattern, units will move to shipments about a week after the era concludes, and units will move to nodes on a bi-weekly cadence following that. Okay, so they kind of become, well, they don't, I was going to say they kind of become available quickly, but no they don't, because they're still stuck behind the Marquee crap. Anyways, post-era support. Once the era of Andor concludes, these units will receive dedicated squad-based FDCs to provide extra strength in the Legacy meta in Grand Arena and Territory War. FDC. What is that now? Is that a datacron or something? What's the F though? I don't know. Era level conversion. Yeah, we're not looking at this. I don't even understand what any of this means. Holy crap, this is a big chart. Oh my god, it's a 2-pager? Okay, cool. Closing thought. The Era system is a living platform. While EL, Estee Lauder, remains the primary driver of content mastery, these changes are designed to make the journey toward the end of Era feel more structured with less pressure. We look forward to your feedback on these changes as you progress through the Era. See you on the holotables. Okay, sounded kind of lame though. I don't really see that as being as transformative as they seem to think it is. I don't know. Maybe I just totally misinterpreted everything I read. I don't know. What do the comments say? So 2 eras in a row with a character every second week. So are we getting 26 Marquees per year plus all the other stuff? Looks like 6 characters, not so bad. So much reading, my bad. What? Okay. When Clan becomes usable, can we finally get the Fondor Hallcraft? Still nothing as to how these characters aren't useful in other modes for months. Unable to be tested and played for months, despite you asking people to spend up to $1,500 to pre-order them, in effect. Still nothing about daily rewards for the Coliseum, instead of just the same loathed leaderboards that made people sour on Arena before you discontinued it. I'd say my 2 steps forward, 1 step back as the EA CG norm. Except you're not. I mean, you're no longer even getting a 2nd step forward before falling back completely on a cliff. Okay. I'm not liking these new changes. It seems you didn't hear enough of our feedback. No, I know. They heard some of it, but you're right. They didn't hear enough. Because Coliseum is still garbage. If they really heard us, they actually would have changed that. Nothing on surplus conversion. Will I get Era currency? Era environment is the worst thing to happen in this game, and I've played since the start. Me too. Christmas Day 2015. So that's basically a month in. CG, I have a whale who will no longer spend on your Era system. The leveling isn't just bad, it's predatory. You have taken away any motivation to whale to get characters to 7-star, since that will not unlock the Era legendary character. Seriously, shame on you. You're ruining your game. Yep. Holy crap, this is a big comment. I'm not reading that. Top 150 power player whale here as well. Seconded. I don't want to wait 4 months and spend a car payment to get to play a tune in territory battle. Thank you very much. I hear you. How they lock it back. That's weird. No Bix, whatever that's supposed to mean. But yeah, it is weird how they do their gating and stuff with us stuck in this stupid era. The era Marquees bullcrap. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. It's one of these idiots at CG. Anyway, so that was just some news. I feel kind of like they said a whole bunch of words, but didn't actually really tell you anything. But whatever, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I really don't know what to say. It's like, okay, you guys did some stuff, I guess, to try to move forward, but I don't think it's anything critical. I don't think it's anything that anybody was asking for. It's like they just had some ideas like, oh, this would be good. Hey, I got an idea. What is it? Oh, yeah, that sounds awesome. While everybody's complaints were right there in front of their face, though, but they just were like, man, I don't care about that. They don't work for us. We work for us, so let's do what we want. But anyways, that is all I got for this one. So thanks for checking this out with me. And until next time, I said see ya.